what really happened in Arlington, Texas. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Y'all know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies. This whole case with the young man that had went to the school in Arlington, Texas and shot 4 people. Supposedly he was bullied and all of the above. But I just want to talk about this. The young man's name was Timothy Simpkins. It's funny because I went to school with a dude named J.P. Simpkins, and they kind of look alike. So I don't know if they're family members or not. But that was 20 years ago. But I want to talk about this because there's a lot of nuances to this case that's very interesting and confusing. And I think that a lot of people need to wait till the information come out before they make a strong stance, unless they have more information than I have or that's publicly available. Let me start with this. People need to stop comparing this situation to Kyle Rittenhouse situation. These are 2 different situations. Making an unequivocal comparison just makes your argument look worse, and it makes you look biased. Kyle Rittenhouse, although I believe it was self-defense, to me, this is one of the clearest cases of self-defense I've ever seen. But Kyle Rittenhouse was charged with murder, and so that's why his bond was higher. This young man was charged with aggravated assault because nobody actually died. Although there's somebody on life support, but the person didn't actually die. So if you look at it in a case-by-case sense and not look at it white and black and all that other stuff, you will see that the charges of murder carry a higher bond amount than the charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Right? So stop comparing the 2 at the from the onset. Now let's get into the situation. So there's a video that's out. I heard that they're banning people online who are showing the video, but in the video, it appears to show the young man, Timothy Simpkins, the one who conducted the shooting that got arrested. It shows him getting beat up and he getting worked. I mean, he balled up, with his hands like this, and the kid is just working him. And it appears, based on the information that I've read and some of the corroborating video that I've seen, is that as that fight went along, the teachers had a difficult time breaking up the fight. So they go out into the hallway. And I believe one of the witnesses, which is a teacher, according to stuff that I've read, I didn't see the police report, but it's according to a newspaper article, that one of the teachers was attempting to break up the fight. And that's when Timothy went into a bag, got a .45 caliber gun, and proceeded to shoot people. And I think he was targeting maybe 1 or 2 people, and other people got hit inadvertently or intentionally. I mean, we don't know. To be honest, we don't know. It just, based on the totality of circumstances, seemed like he was targeting certain people, and other people got hit as a collateral result. But there are some questionable things here. The family comes out and say that he's been bullied, he's been robbed before, he's been stripped naked before. And the question that comes to my mind, because we don't have all the information, we cannot verify what the family say, because y'all know the family will say anything to make their kid look right, was he really bullied? That's the big question that I have. Was he really bullied? Or was it a situation where he had beef with somebody and he got punked because he don't know how to fight? And there's information that have come out that said that he had money. Like, he was going to a school where he was affluent, a young black man driving nice cars, nice clothes, and people hating on him. That's not far-fetching. That's not a far-fetched reality. I went to an all-black school, and black folks hate on each other all the time. And it's probably one of the biggest ailments in our community is the crab in the bucket. You got more than me. You think you better than us, and there's drama. However, there's also mutual combat situations where I got beef with you and ain't got nothing to do with your clothes. We don't like each other for gang reasons or whatever the case may be, and it's on site. Talking noise online, you get served in public. So I don't know if it's one of those situations that have occurred, but the questionable thing that I have is that, were these assaults, robberies, bullying reported to the principal? Now, if they were reported to the principal that this young man was robbed, that is a criminal offense that will be referred to law enforcement. So there should be a corroborating case that's congruent, or that will show factual information about him being robbed at some point and bullied at school and assaulted and stripped naked. Now, if there is no police record of this, it's highly unlikely that it ever happened. There's no way in the world that an administration will have a student in their school get robbed at school. and beat and stripped naked and humiliated, and none of it be referred to the police department. I find that highly unlikely. And if it did happen, somebody's going to make $100 million in a lawsuit. So the family coming out saying he was bullied, I want that fact to be present, and these things may not come about till after the court hearing and these things become in discovery if he actually go to trial. Another thing that I had that is incredibly questionable was that he made bond. I think he had a $75,000 bond. Of course, you only have to pay a percentage of the bond amount, and he got out. The questionable thing here is that he actively shot people in a certain situation. There's two reasons why he should not have gotten out, or his bond amount shouldn't be so low. It's because one is that maybe he felt like he didn't finish the job, and there is nothing to say that he won't get out and he won't procure another firearm illegally and then go ahead and finish the job. Or there's other kids that he may want to go after that he didn't get on that day. That is a possibility. No matter if you say it is or not, that's a possibility. Or people may retaliate against him. And so you let him out of jail on a low bond, he bond out, and people come and kill him in retaliation for what he did to their kinfolk. These things are very bizarre to me and how they occurred. To me, I think social justice and race had a factor in it, but I cannot prove that. I don't know what the judge thought was reasonable. I don't know why he gave him that opportunity when the kid wasn't charged, or his charges weren't based on self-defense. They were based on aggravated assault. Meaning, I don't know, I have to look it up in the state of Texas, but in the state of Arizona, that means that if you assault somebody, which means that it's intentionally, assault somebody and cause serious bodily injury, or do it with a firearm, that's considered aggravated assault. If you are acting in self-defense, you do not get charged. There's no charges for self-defense, or you'll just get charged with possession of a fire, illegally in possession of a handgun as a minor, or whatever the case may be. So those are the questions that I have about this situation. It's very bizarre to me that he got out that early, and it's funny how the media is not covering any of it. And you can say whatever you want to say about mass shooting or not mass shooting. According to the FBI statistic, if you shoot 3 or more people, that is considered a mass shooting. Even if you accidentally hit 2 other people and you were trying to shoot 2 people, you still shot 3 people or more. That is what you call a mass shooting. And just because the scenario wasn't what people thought it was, doesn't change the end result. And let me finish it with this bullying thing. I think bullying, there's 2 things to bullying. Quick raising these cowards that when somebody say something about them, or they get their feelings hurt, that somehow they go in a corner and want to kill themselves. You need to raise children that are strong enough to say, you can say whatever you want to say about me, as long as you don't put your hands on me. And if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna fight back. I'm gonna defend myself. Stop raising these cowards where they cower in a corner and expect somebody to play Captain Saver. Because you're gonna get, if you get bullied and you don't know how to stand up for yourself, you're never gonna know how to stand up for yourself. You're never gonna be able to combat adversity. Because people are going to always have something to say about you. People are going to always come after you online, in person, on the football team. People are going to always have something to say. So y'all need to start raising children that have enough fortitude to be able to stand up for themselves and understand that words can't hurt them. And if you want to throw the hands, then you better teach them how to defend themselves. And as a parent, and this is something I should have said in the video, why didn't they take the boy out to school? I don't know why they didn't take him out to school. That would have been, they had money, they were affluent reasonably. They could have just taken him to another school if he's getting robbed and bullied like that. I don't understand that premise. But also teach your kids not to be jerks either. I'd never teach my kid, you never bully people, you never pick on people, you never make fun of people. Because you never know when, your time will come where somebody make fun of you. You don't like the way it feels, then don't do other people like that. Parents need to teach their children to be reasonable and rational. But unfortunately, we live in a society that they don't feel like they have to do that. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I feel like I had to get out and say something about this case. I'm trying to wait for more information to come out so I can be as accurate as possible. But this is bizarre to me to a certain degree. And I can't wait till real information come out, which is in a legal discussion. And then we'll know the truth. But anyway, like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. Visit the Officer Tatum store. Discount code TatumIG so you get 20% off the store. I love you guys. See you on the next one. I'm out.